Hi, my name is Joe Massey, and this is my venture proposition for a reality simulation environment for learning agriculture. I'm going to start by giving a little bit of background information. So for the last 30 years, Sarda Secondary School agriculture classes have used the school greenhouse as a hands-on practical component of the course. Every spring the class puts on a Mother's Day plant sale for the community, the proceeds of which fund the program year after year. The greenhouse would then be shut down for the summer and fall and then start up again in the following February. In September of 2008, it became necessary to renovate the greenhouse. There were some general repairs necessary and the roof needed to be replaced. Every year 4-foot weeds would overrun the greenhouse compound due to lack of care, so landscape fabric and gravel were used to keep them at bay. A few students took the initiative to landscape the area with an incredible pond and waterfall and the addition of shrubs and trees. Funding was received from several sources to pay for these renovations, and thanks to these groups, the agriculture teachers saw an opportunity to make some major changes to how the greenhouse was being used. Up to this point, the irrigation and growing systems in the greenhouse was the same one that had been used since the greenhouse was built. Needless to say, there was little or no technology being used, and the irrigation systems did not afford efficient fertilization. This resulted in low-quality products and an unrealistic representation of how commercial greenhouses operate today. So, with the support of the principal, the teachers organized the installation of technology-enhanced irrigation equipment such as fertilizer injectors, automatic timers, and overhead and drip irrigation systems. The following February, students worked closely with a grower from a large neighboring commercial greenhouse, as well as the lead agriculture professor, Tom Bowman, at the local University of the Fraser Valley. The students' reaction was profound, with most students taking pride in their work and getting very excited about what they were learning about and the plants they were growing. The results were amazing improvement in plant quality, and the spring's plant sale was a huge success. With more funds available, the momentum of the project continued. Word had spread about the new program, and enrollment increased by 50%. The teachers decided to expand the program to a fall semester, and with the help of a local pepper grower, installed more technology-enhanced irrigation and began a hydroponic vegetable growing system where tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers were sold and grown by agriculture students. The plant sale in 2010 grossed 5 times the amount from 2 years earlier. Student enrollment has again increased by 50%. 8 students volunteered to come in over the summertime to give the fall vegetable growing season a head start. The program had outgrown its facilities, and the need is seen for another, more ambitious expansion. The perfect opportunity presented itself in the form of 5 acres of agriculture land owned by the school district. It had been originally purchased to build a new elementary school, but being part of the Agriculture Land Reserve, or ALR, it was not allowed. Sarda Secondary was given permission to use the land for the agriculture program. The Sarda Secondary Agriculture Program proposes that the 5 acres of agriculture land on Richardson Road, Chilliwack, BC be developed for the following purposes. Number 1. The first goal is to create a technology-enhanced, hands-on course that will engage students in agriculture education. A second purpose is to provide opportunities for students to become engaged in a wide variety of practical agriculture opportunities. We're already doing greenhouse vegetables and herbs and floriculture at the greenhouse, so Richardson Road will add fruit and berry production, as well as outdoor vegetable production and livestock. A third purpose will be to introduce recreational and career-oriented opportunities to students. We'll start right from elementary ages and work their way right through to high school, giving them lots of practical experience, field trips, and eventually work experience. The final and most ambitious goal of the project will be only possible once the initial stages of the project are underway. Established crops, building construction, community garden implemented, and animals acquired, and that whole thing set up. Once these initial stages are taken care of, the planning will begin for a unique school experience for students in the agriculture program. Students will apply for acceptance into a 2-year agriculture academy that fulfills the graduation requirements for science, math, and daily physical activity. This program will not run on a regular time schedule, as due to the timing of field crops, it will be necessary to run classes during the summertime. The students in this program will take classes on a part-time basis at Sardis and take part in a hands-on practical learning at the Richardson Road and the Sardis Secondary greenhouse locations. Specifics of this part of the project will be drawn out following the initial stages. Technology is central to what is done in agriculture today. At our greenhouse, students use both digital and non-digital technologies to grow the plants. As part of our program expansion, we will computerize our greenhouse to simulate commercial greenhouses. where greenhouse peppers are grown hydroponically under computer-controlled temperature, light, nutrient, and humidity conditions. Other techniques we are already using include digital meters that measure fertilizer content and pH levels. Students record data on the plants and greenhouse conditions. This data is then put on spreadsheets and analyzed by the students, looking for trends. What will take place at Richardson Road will be similar to this, but on a much larger scale. The 5 acres of land will be used to grow a wide variety of crops, as mentioned earlier. Students will be able to gain experience in many different agriculture sectors. They will learn the differences in blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry production. They will learn how to produce pumpkins, beans, potatoes, and many other vegetable crops on a large scale using all of the most modern technologies in soil testing, irrigation, and genetics. They will be exposed to livestock production, from chickens and turkeys to pigs and sheep. Not only will this educate the students, it will give them much needed exercise and an appreciation for where their food comes from. One of the most exciting aspects of this venture is that after the initial setup, it will be self-sustainable. Crops will be harvested and sold. Chickens will produce eggs, and other animals can be slaughtered and sold. Contributions will be made to school cafeteria programs and food banks. Students will learn about product marketing and financial responsibility. With low labor costs and ongoing support from local farmers, it will not be difficult to cover costs once we get going. Another key aspect of the project will be a section of land devoted to research. Many agriculture research groups are willing to pay for research to be done on crop reactions to pesticides, herbicides, and other variables. This fits in perfectly with the scientific nature of the course, as students will have to use scientific methods to conduct the research. Ultimately, after the Richardson Road property has been fully developed, the agriculture course will be converted into a much more intense agriculture academy. Sports academies are already common in BC, with students paying between $2,000 and $3,000 to attend annually. Students in these academies spend up to 2 hours per day practicing their sport, and the rest of the day they attend regular classes. The Agriculture Academy will run very similarly to this. Students will spend a portion of the day at Richardson Road or the school greenhouse, and the rest of the day at Stardust Secondary taking regular classes, like English and socials and whatnot. The time spent at Richardson will be used to learn about and tend to the various commodities. In doing so, they will earn credit for their grade 11 and 12 science courses, Sustainable Resources 11 and 12, and also Applied Mathematics 11 and their graduation requirements for daily physical activity. Once the program gets up and running, it will be completely self-sustainable. However, there will be some significant initial setup costs. The first is extensive cooperative planning that will have to occur between the program leaders, namely the Stardust Secondary teachers, the UFE professors, and the local experts and farmers who will be helping with the project. An initial cost will be in the development and curriculum development for the Agriculture Academy. The second cost will be the initial cost for the setup itself. The first thing is we'll have to laser level the land to discourage soil erosion. There will be a well dug on the property to save money. There will be fencing costs. We'll have to put out wires and posts for different crops. A barn will have to be built, hopefully by the wood shop department at the school. A tool shed will have to be built as well. There will be miscellaneous startup costs, and there will be computerized greenhouse and field systems needed. There is a need for agriculture education in Chilliwack. Students who do not do well in classroom settings will have more success using a hands-on approach to learning to use technology in agriculture. Richardson Road property expansion will provide the means for the technology-enhanced reality simulation environment for learning in agriculture. Eventually, the people who will be interested in buying this product are students who want to pursue careers in agriculture. Chilliwack is the perfect opportunity for that. With 828 farms, thousands and thousands of employees in the city working in agriculture already, many students are not aware at this point of the opportunities that they have. This program will be promoted to students starting from elementary school ages, then on through middle school and into high school. They can come on field trips. We'll do promoting in their, come right to their school and do promoting, and invite them to our greenhouse as well. The venture leaders are myself, who is a teacher at the school. I have a Bachelor in Science, and in a week I'll have a Master's of Education Technology. roughly, and the instructor at UFV, who has a master's degree in agriculture sciences. The other leaders will be the local farmers who are helping us out. So far, our main partners in this project have been the local businesses that have been helping us out, University of the Fraser Valley, SEPCO, which is the Chilliwack Economic Partners Corporation, who have funded us in the past and helped us out a lot. TD Bank has also sponsored us, as well as several other smaller groups as well. The upside, or the profit from this venture, will come as students start to join the agriculture community after high school. The program itself will be self-sustaining and non-profit, but the City of Chilliwack will benefit greatly from the increased awareness, education, expertise, and involvement of young people in agriculture. Local businesses will benefit from as well from the peaked interest, and there will be an increase in students enrolling in agriculture education at university levels. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation and will take an interest in our venture.
I roamed and rambled, I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of the diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was calling. It said this land was made for you and me. Well, this land is your land, this land is my land. From California to New York Island, the redwood forest, to the Gulf Stream water. Well, this land was made